It was another day where it certainly looked nice to be out and about, but as soon as you step one single toe out the door, you are just hit with the heat and humidity once again. At least the traffic's looking okay from Lander Chevy Cadillac. Our camera from the southeast side of Joplin overlooking Interstate 44. You can note the clear skies up top for sure, but that's one big component to why we just played the same weather story yesterday all over again today. Mid-90s for highs yesterday, only dropping back near 80. Maybe a few spots lucky if you dropped back into the upper 70s this morning. Then we just catapulted, no problem, back into the mid-90s once again, and with the high humidity, we definitely felt like well over triple digits throughout the course of the afternoon. But once we hit 8 o'clock, the excessive heat warnings for a portion of northeast Oklahoma and heat advisories for the rest of the area, they're going to fall by the wayside by 8 o'clock. Still doesn't change the fact that this upper level ridge is still in control. It's going to lead us to a warm and muggy night, but if you are not a fan of any rain or storms, certainly after I've lost track of how many days of rain we've seen over the past couple of weeks, it is nice that we're keeping dry to start the evening out. The 7th and range line, it looks nice, but it does not feel nice. 93 degrees with the south wind gusting to 24, keeping that dew point at 76 and making it feel like 105. And it's the same story for the entire area. Lower to middle 90s, your air temperature, but you factor in those dew points, anywhere from 99 to almost 108 degrees for the effect against your skin. And even after we get past sunset, we're going to stay downright warm and muggy through the night. We'll still be in the 80s even as we hit the midnight hour and then dropping back into the upper 70s later on tonight. Overall, not much to show across the entire four-state area. At the surface, we've got one system parked to the north, but this cold front to the west could try to make a play for us a little bit later on this week. We just got to wait for this upper level ridge to weaken and shift around a bit. Then this upper low in the Pacific Northwest asking to try and push that front our way. But unfortunately, it is not for tonight and it's not for tomorrow. As long as we're still underneath the upper level ridge, it'll keep us quiet for tonight. That's a positive note, but we'll be in the upper 70s to near 80 again for a warm and muggy start to your Tuesday morning. And at the very least, we'll keep mostly sunny throughout the day tomorrow. Maybe a little bit of a drop in the humidity. May not feel so bad, but still 78 in the morning, 88 by noon, highs near 93 degrees with that south wind at 10 to 20. Same story all over again for Wednesday. Upper 70s to start, back in the lower 90s. And in terms of the heat indices, the drop in the humidity will be a bit of an improvement, but it'll still feel like the mid 90s to about 100 for Tuesday. And even as we go into Wednesday afternoon. Then the big question turns to Wednesday night with the incoming cold front. Storms will be firing off to the west, but it's a question of how deep can any of those storms try to get in here. So I want to watch for slight thunderstorm chances to Wednesday night, and even as we go into Thursday and Friday, as this ridge shifts around. You can see how the weakness in that ridge wants to allow at least a chance for some thunderstorms to swing through here, but it doesn't do a whole lot to scrub out the heat and humidity. 93 tomorrow, 91 Wednesday. We're in the lower 90s through Saturday now. At the very least, hopefully by the weekend, we can get lows back at least near 70.
The lows sound bearable, the highs not so much, but you know, what do you do?
Yeah.
Thanks, Nick. Hey.